taxpayers, you're back with MrTaxes.ca with special guests and our special co-host. Make sure and tune in weekly Wednesday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Central. Remember to subscribe and remember to smash, bash, and kick it in the you-know-what with that like button if you want more videos like this. And there you have it, the intro number 40 for 2022, because that's what it says in the top left corner.
Week number 40. That means we're getting close to the end of the year.
I think there's 12 left, if I do the math correct.
Well, I mean, if history repeats this year, which it usually does, that means that there's 52 weeks this year.
Yeah, grade 3 math. So, yeah, if you're wondering what week we're on, just check the top left corner. Alicia put that up there because Jesse and I were guessing every week, waiting till we get the slide number 4 to see what week it was. So much fun, we're not keeping track.
Yeah.
So there it is. There's the agenda. Every week we come up with some tax tips, some affiliate hacks, marketing tips. That's Jesse's forte with Next Level Marketing. Jesse's with us every week. Without fail, I think all 40 weeks, we have not missed a week.
I think I may have missed one, and I think you may have missed one. But other than that, I think we're right on track.
Right on track. And, you know, when you're tuning in every week, don't fret if you miss something. You can always catch them on the replay on the YouTube channel. And I know our moderators, Matt and or Alicia, will put that in the chat area. Maybe we get a link up there for the YouTube channel. If not, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, you're already here. You don't need to know how to get here. Releasing top 5 reasons or top 5 things that you can utilize a life insurance policy for while you're still alive. You know, how to qualify for a policy. All of those videos will be coming up, and you can catch those on our event page, MrTaxes.ca/events. And now we're going to toot each other's horn a little bit, Jess. So what's one of the biggest accomplishments that you've achieved in the social media affiliate marketing? You know, one that you're proud of.
Well, I mean, aside from hitting number 1 in sales for 3 different companies, I would say getting over 10 million views on one of my ads on social media was pretty cool.
So tell us a little bit about that one.
Well, so what happened at the time was anyone who knows Facebook marketing specifically, they know that they're really sticky and hard to get ads approved. And there's just a lot of hoops you got to jump through to get some ads approved.
We've never had an ad not approved though, right, Jess?
No. We've always managed to get them approved. It's just Facebook likes to, you know, they like to let everyone know that they're still in control. And so one of the things that happened to me a couple of years ago was I actually got my domain flagged with Facebook, which I don't know why. Even Facebook couldn't tell me why after submitting for review and everything. But anyways, I wasn't able to advertise with my domain any longer. So I couldn't have people just click a link and go straight to a website or a landing page or something. And so I got creative, and I got my vehicle. I got a bunch of decals put all over my vehicle, and I had my domain or my website on my truck. And so what I did was I went and I recorded a video of me talking in front of my truck with the domain in the background, so that because I was like, well, people can't just click the link, but at least this way they know where to go, right? So anyways, that video, I don't know why, but that one just took off, and it just went crazy. It was like a wildfire that I could not stop. And that's probably one of the main reasons that I was able to hit number 1 in sales for 2 of the 3 companies was just that video. It just brought me so many leads. It was insane. I couldn't keep up.
It is key.
Sales after sales after sales after sales from this one video. It was pretty cool.
So traffic is key, and replicating some anomalies like that is sometimes hard to do. But it, you know, I like the analogy of the doors are not put in front of us to keep us out. They're put in front of us to see how bad we want in. So with your ad getting or your domain getting shut down, that's pretty cool. You just found a way around it.
Yeah, I think you know, that's kind of where I was going to go with the marketing tip or the affiliate hack later today, is thinking outside the box, which I'll touch on a little bit more later. But just ways to think outside the box. Do what other people aren't willing to do.
We had a pitch on Dragon's Den. How that happened was found out about it last minute, so we couldn't. I went to the audition. You have to audition to get on Dragon's Den, pitch in front of a panel, you know, a secondary or third panel, do your pitch. So I lined up in Vancouver. The lineup was around the block at Harbor Center in Vancouver. It's a pretty big block. You know, it's probably half a kilometer all the way around. There must have been 1,000 people in the lineup. Waited all day, got there, you know, 8, 9 o'clock. There was already 500 people in the lineup. Probably 1,000 by the time we left. You know, 6 o'clock came, and there was still 100 people left in front of us in the line, so we couldn't get the pitch. So again, I was not going to be shut out from Dragon's Den. So I looked online. I remember seeing that they had auditions in Abbotsford the following week. So I said, I'm not going to miss this audition for Dragon's Den. So I got up at 4 o'clock, left at 5 o'clock, got to Abbotsford 6 in the morning. It was at a parking lot in this little motel, the No-Tell Motel, I like to call it, in Abbotsford. So showed up, you know, at 6 a.m., not a soul in the parking lot. The audition started at 9, 8 o'clock, not a soul in the parking lot. About 8:45, 2 guys stroll out of the hotel with suitcases. They're going in to set up for the auditions. You know, they opened the doors about 10 after 9. I was the only one there at 9 o'clock, and people started rolling in after. And there might have been 15 people in the waiting area inside this little conference building at the motel. So I got my audition done. A couple weeks later, got the green light to say you have a ticket to Toronto to audition, to pitch on Dragon's Den. So that's where it all started. Ended up doing a deal with Jim Treleving, went through due diligence for about 6 months, and then a new partner approached me and said, hey, why don't you forget about that deal? I get a better deal for you. So that was with The Profile, Kevin Penstock in Vancouver. We ended up partnering for a couple of years and then sold out in late 2016. You know, ended up opening 42 offices with 350 plus staff, 25,000 clients. And but I could have given up there at Harbor Center in Vancouver and said, well, I'll wait and try next year.
Yep. Perseverance is key.
Perseverance is the one. And Jesse is freezing a little bit. A joke of the day, of course you have a purpose in life. You pay taxes, don't you? So in God we trust. Everyone else pays cash. And for those that live in Canada, there are taxes. There are ways around it. And then we'll drop a few nuggets like you are, Jesse, with the affiliate hacks. We'll drop a few tax tips later in the webinar. So our affiliate program, this is the Dollar Tax Club weekly webinar, the side hustle for your side hustle, where you can add on another revenue stream to what you're doing if you're in the affiliate marketing industry. If you're just an employee and you're looking for a side hustle so that you can start writing off things like your phone, your vehicle, your use of home space, your computer, internet, etc., set up a meeting. Go to dollartaxclub.ca. It's only $1 to join. We do that 10-year tax review. We can have your complimentary 1-hour onboarding call, Zoom call, show you how to get self-employed, show you how to save tax. Number one tax saving strategy in Canada is self-employment, and very easy to get started with us. Costs $1. That's a lifetime payment, I think, Jesse, right? It's a one-time
lifetime. You buy it once, you keep it forever.
And you can ask for your $1 back.
Yeah, you're going to be put through the ringer to get it, though.
Yeah, you have to fill out a form in triplicate, and you have to address $1 back from them. You know, what risk is there for $1? I think this is one of the only programs I've seen online for $1, other than Dollar Shave Club. But Dollar Shave Club, I think, charges you for each order, but it's $1 to join.
Yeah.
And they got bought out by Unilever for $1 billion.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
You can search it. Dollar Shave Club sells to Unilever. And I believe Mike was the original guy in the video, the original founder. Let's shoot to get him on one of the webinars.
Sounds good to me.
So the affiliate program, how does it work? What's in it for everybody around the table? So there's a couple seats at the table. One is clients. Another one is affiliates. If you're watching this, you're probably an affiliate wondering how this program works. Jesse's the resident expert, helped put it all together. And what's in it for us? Which one you want to take a stab at, Jess?
I like talking about what's in it for, I mean, I'll talk about any of them, but let's go with what's in it for clients.
Okay, Jesse, you'll kick it off.
So not only do you get a complimentary tax review, which was probably my favorite component of this whole Dollar Tax Club, just giving a ton of value out to the client right out of the gate so that they understand where they're maybe missing some. I'm getting a ton of feedback. I don't know where it's coming from. It's throwing me off. But there's the Dollar Tax Club gives you the complimentary tax review, which gives people an opportunity to get professionals like Mr. Taxes to go through all of your past tax returns and make sure that everything's caught up to date and see if there's any refunds sitting there. That's, like I said, my favorite part of the whole thing is getting people money back in their pocket that they didn't even realize that was missing. So I love that component. Not only that, but you also get discount on services for accounting services and tax preparing and all of those kind of things, as well as fast track tax documents, which may not seem like a big benefit right out of the gate, but there's going to come a time when you're going to need a document from the CRA that you just don't know how to find. If you're anything like me, you know, they ask for a T1 whatever form, and I have no idea what that is. So one of my favorite parts is just being able to log into Dropbox or wherever those forms are hosted and be able to just grab whatever form I need. Super easy. I can do it from my phone. And, you know, one example I have of that is I was buying a vehicle, and because I'm self-employed, they needed the last 2 years NOAs. And I mean, I don't carry this stuff around with me. I don't think to do that. Well, I mean, I do carry it around with me. I just didn't even really know that I was carrying it around with me on my phone. So I was in the financing office at this dealership, and they were asking for all this information. And I remember calling, it was my previous accountant at the time who did similar kind of thing. And they said, well, just log into your portal and you can grab it. And that's what Mr. Taxes does for everybody. They put a copy of all of the documents into a Dropbox where you can access at any time, anywhere, from any device, and just makes life in those kind of circumstances super easy to get through.
Yeah, we don't carry those documents around in our back pocket.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
Okay, what's in it for affiliates? So if you're an affiliate, I'm not a born affiliate. I don't think anybody's born an affiliate. If you're in the affiliate marketing industry, you know how it works. Works with a link. I always use the analogy with the restaurant. You know, when was the last time you went out and had a great meal at a restaurant? You told somebody about it. They went to the restaurant. Did the restaurant give you a free meal in return? No. So we have created our own affiliate program for tax service, insurance, investments. So very simple to get signed up. DollarTaxClub.ca/affiliates, or just go to the Dollar Tax Club or MrTaxes.ca. There's a link right there to join the affiliate program. Unlike becoming a tax club member, the affiliate program is free to join because you're already in business. You already know how it works. You know, we don't have to collect that dollar from you to increase our revenue, so to speak. But the referral commissions start at 20%, and then it's a 5% referral commission for life if that client stays with us. You know, if they come back, if they leave, if they come back within 6 months, the cookies are tracked through our back-end software that Jesse runs in the back end. We use Kartra, if you're wondering what the back-end software is. Kartra.com, the same developers that own the software that we're running this webinar from, Webinar Jam. As well, all affiliates that come on board with us, we'll create social media content for you. Your first 10 pieces right out of the gate. We'll customize it with your brand, your logos. Alicia and Matthew take care of that in the back end, our marketing department here. And those social media pieces, those images, etc., that we create have a QR code embedded in them along with your link. And we have, I believe, 5 different links now that bring your potential affiliate partners to landing pages, depending on what industry you're in. So we have a couple customized ones for the mortgage industry. If you're in a different industry and you're looking for a customized landing page, reach out to us. Let us know. And the best part about the affiliate program is you get discounted services through the Dollar Tax Club. So if you're a growing business and you're requiring bookkeeping, GST filing, payroll, corporate tax filing, etc., those are all the services we offer. And those are things that you can partake in to get a discount as well. So that's what's in it for affiliates. And what's in it for us, Jess? Maybe we'll split this one.
Well, I mean, there's the obvious one. We are looking to grow. We are looking to serve more clients and, grow our database with happy customers.
Who doesn't want more clients?
Exactly. So, I mean, we're not going to beat around the bush and say that that's not what we're in it for. That is why we're here. We want to grow our client base. We want to help clients minimize taxes. And honestly,
let's get real, Jess. Let's get real. Nobody loves doing taxes. We love the result, but the process is, I wouldn't wish it upon too many people.
I'm sure there's a few that you would wish it upon, though. Let's not go there. I mean, I don't know the process of doing taxes and filing and, all of those things that you guys do over there. And the reason I don't know that is because it's just not something that interests me. Exactly. Makes me want to put a pen in my eye. So that's why I just always put trust in the people who know what they're doing, Mr. Taxes and the team. I mean, why would I try to do a better job than someone who does that for a living, right? So that's one thing that obviously we love to do is help clients just get everything compliant, get everything squared up, make sure that there's no missing refunds, and make sure that they're getting their money back in their pocket.
Yeah, the result is tax minimization. That's one of the things that we try to achieve with every client is how do we keep shaving off the amount of tax you're paying to get it down to zero. It becomes almost a challenge. So again, it's the result, not the process that we focus on. And something else that's in it for us is, with all the affiliates that we have on board now, and there's room for many, many more, is exposure to our brands. So if you're marketing yourself and our brand is attached to that, of course we're going to get exposure, and the result is more clients, more happy clients, and the business keeps growing.
Yeah, I think one other thing that we could possibly even add to this slide is just the fact that it is a in-house one-stop shop, in the sense that you come for your taxes, but you also get financial planning advice, you get tax strategies, you get possible life insurance strategies, and nothing is designed to take away from the client. Everything is designed to have a benefit for the client, and everything's customized to each individual. It's not like there's no one size fits all plan, and that's what I like about it. It's like, we really take the time to sit down and dissect every aspect and figure out what's the right avenue for each individual.
And this slide I look forward to every week because Jesse could, drop some golden nuggets, sometimes more than one. And maybe this is where Matthew could put in a little drum roll or some intro music for the hack of the week.
Yeah, there you go. So the hack of the week, the affiliate hack of the week is going to be, I already kind of mentioned it. It's thinking outside the box and doing what most people are not doing. Like I mentioned before, when I had my domain flagged with Facebook, that's where I could have just drew a line in the sand and said, well, I guess I'm done. I guess this just isn't for me. And I could have quit. But I decided not to. I decided to persevere and find a way around it. And that way around, it actually ended up being a lot more beneficial in the long run than if I wouldn't have found that. So
Just a quick question. Did you ever find out why that domain was flagged, and was it ever allowed back on as a link?
It was eventually allowed back on. I asked Facebook, and not that Facebook's super easy to get a hold of, because they're not. But eventually I got an answer from them. Well, not even an answer. I got a response from them saying, hey, we don't know why this was flagged. It's a robot that does all of these. They skim through everything that you put on Facebook, and they just see if it's compliant. If it's not compliant, if it crosses a line, then they just automatically flag your account and possibly even shut things down on you. In this case,
it's a left-wing woke robot.
Yeah, exactly. So in this case, luckily, they didn't shut down my entire ad account or anything like that. It was just the domain was flagged. And so I wasn't able to use that domain for a little while. And it was very frustrating in the very beginning, because that's how I was taught to do things, is you run traffic to a landing page and then use the automations and stuff to convert your leads to clients. And it was really frustrating, because now I had to think of a different way to do that, and nobody really had an answer for me. They were like, well, I don't know what to tell you. And so I just got creative, and I was like, well, I'll just run a video that doesn't have a domain in it other than in the video in the background on my vehicle. And then that ended up working really well for me. I don't know if I got very much website traffic from it, but I was getting a ton of people reaching out to me by Messenger. And then I was able to learn a whole other skill from that, because I learned how to build Messenger auto-responding bots from that, which was really cool, because then I was able to eliminate myself from the process, and just kind of, instead of getting people straight from an ad to my landing page, I had people going from an ad into my Messenger inbox, which added another really, really defined touch point where I could get personal with them if I wanted to. And also then I had the bot that was creating, building a little bit of rapport, creating that know, like, and trust that we all talk about, that you need to have before somebody makes a buying decision. And then from there, I had the bot actually send my domain to people, which then led them through the process. So it was a little bit added steps, but I think that built enough rapport with people and built enough trust that it actually converted my leads a lot better and more effectively than if I was to not have that step in there. And I mean, it didn't really add a whole lot to my plate as far as manual steps, because I was able to automate most of that process just through a different way than I would have, if that would have never happened.
Yeah, it's like having billboards on the side of the road, and then the car salesman stands in front of the billboard and talks about the dealership.
Exactly.
The billboard has the domain on it. Going back to that, Jesse, domains are a real focal point to social media marketing, online marketing, affiliate marketing, etc. Having the right domain, having it concise, so many characters, real definitive. Any suggestions on domains, when you're choosing a domain?
Well, if you're in an industry that is defined, like let's just use mortgage brokers, for example, then you would want a domain that does say briefly what it is, what industry you're in. Like you would want something with mortgage involved, I would imagine, to try and, just let people know that that's what you do. When it comes to Facebook advertising, for example, nowadays, people don't even see the domain necessarily, because everything's just a button that they put on the ad, and you can have more info or request quote or whatever button you want. And so, I mean, in that case, the domain itself doesn't really matter as much unless you're sending that domain to people. If you're sending the website, or if you're trying to build your brand based around your website, then pick something that, I mean, I don't have like a special character number. Obviously, try to keep it as short and simple as possible. So that people, even if you just tell them like mrtaxes.ca, people can type that in and they can figure out where to go, right? Now, if it was Mr. Taxes with a Z at the end instead of an S, then, now it's complicating things. And when people go to type that in, they're just going to naturally use an S, and then they're going to be lost because they're going to think, okay, well, how do I get to this website? So just, be clear in your domain and make it simple for people to find.
And here is a prime example, NHL.ca. You'd think you'd see hockey players on this page.
You would think.
I believe this site has been up, 10 years plus. You could probably do a search, a Whois search, and figure it out. But there's a lot of people that have domains for legitimate reasons, and then you have domain squatters using variations of the name, etc. So if you are going to get a domain, choose your name wisely, etc. And think about all the consequences of choosing the right or wrong domain.
Yeah, that's the main thing, is just make it simple. Don't overthink it, don't overcomplicate it, and you'll be just fine.
Yeah, I'm going to pull the slides back up here.
Just to summarize, the affiliate hack is think outside the box, do things that other people aren't either willing to do or aren't even thinking of doing.
I think sometimes that can happen by mistake or by fluke, but once you know your one of the suggestions you gave a few weeks back, Jesse, is once you know your domain or the realm or the social media channel or that you're going to use, for example, if it's TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, we suggested focusing on one first because they're all relatively similar, to see what other people are doing on there. Once you become somewhat of an expert, then you can start doing things outside the box. I wouldn't suggest doing it out of the gate. You have to try something first, and then that's just my suggestion, being an outsider of the affiliate world, is in the online world, is try it out first, get comfortable with it, get familiar with it, and then you can get creative.
Yeah, I do see that a lot in the industry because I work with a lot of people who are very early in their affiliate marketing stages. And I mean, it's easy to get excited. There's millions of different offers out there that you can choose from, and it's really easy to get excited about all these different offers out there. My suggestion, kind of piggybacking off of Rob's, is just pick something that you can, like he said, become an expert in. Become an expert first. Get that business almost automated as much as possible to a point where you can almost kind of remove yourself from the day-to-day process. And then once you are at that point where you're not needed in the business 24/7, then at that point, look at expanding, look at adding things to it. And, but focus on one thing first.
Get to the point where you can start working on the business, not in the business.
Exactly.
Love it. So again, DollarTaxClub.ca/affiliates. If you're in the affiliate marketing industry and you want to add another revenue stream or another link in the financial area, grab the link here. Hopefully somebody can get that in the chat area if Matt is on there as moderator. DollarTaxClub.ca/affiliates. Get started today. The cost is absolutely nothing. So our tax tip of the week. Let me just reduce the size here. So if you are self-employed, the deadline to file is April 30th. The fact is, you have till June 15th in Canada if you are self-employed, and your spouse has the same deadline. A lot of people don't realize that, but just be aware that if you do end up owing tax, it's due by April 30th. So we can estimate the amount of tax that you're going to owe so that you can pay that amount in advance. Sometimes CRA asks for installments, but installments, you only pay penalties on not paying installments if the following year you end up owing that tax. If you don't owe penalties or interest on it. So one of the things that we do is help reduce the amount of tax that you pay year over year. Our ultimate goal, if you are self-employed or you have a corporation, is to pay zero personal income tax. Now, a lot of people aren't comfortable with that, but we do believe in taxes. The corporation will pay its fair share. We don't believe you should be taxed on your personal income. And there are a lot of strategies to help reduce the amount of tax that you pay year over year over year. So again, that's one of our goals. It's our mission statement to minimize tax and maximize wealth. And one simple strategy is become self-employed. You know, if you're not self-employed, reach out to us, join the Dollar Tax Club, get on that free consultation call, and we'll get you set up as an affiliate. As an affiliate, you do become self-employed and you enjoy all the benefits of self-employment. Membership does have its privileges. You made the jump, Jesse, 6-7 years ago?
Yeah, 7-ish years ago. Made the jump. Haven't looked back since.
So, a lot of people do make the jump. Some people make the jump into self-employment, and the biggest pitfall is when it comes to tax time, they end up paying more tax than when they weren't self-employed. And that's because they're not filing properly. That's where we come in. That's where the 10-year tax review could come in handy. Not just for you, but if you're an affiliate, for your downline, for your team, you know, get them involved and let them start making, you know, that secondary stream of income, you know, with referrals to us, and we can help you out. There's the events page up again. So, you know, watch for upcoming events for all the affiliate hacks. Jesse, I'm sure, is going to put together some, you know, one-off videos that we can get up. And your YouTube channel, Jesse, do you have hacks up on your YouTube channel?
I do have a YouTube channel. I'm not going to lie. I haven't been growing it or putting a lot on there lately. So mostly, if you want to find most of my content and information, go to either my Facebook or Instagram. Yeah. It's really easy. Jesse Garnier, just search.
Jesse Garnier. 2 S's, 1 G.
You bet.
Q&A. Here we go again. We had a couple of people on. I know we had a few accountants on. We never get questions from them. Don't be shy. You know, there's no such thing as a bad question. You know, if you're wondering what software we use for our webinars, what software we use in our office for tax purposes, we use Excel a lot. You know, if you don't know what Microsoft Excel is, you know, as part of the Microsoft family of office products, as an accountant, you're using spreadsheets probably 40% of the time. We use Profile Tax Software, Kartra for our back-end funnel software. So if you have questions about the software we're using or any of our processes, reach out. If you're wondering, you know, what's involved, possibly to get your group involved in the affiliate program, we can set up a custom landing page. So any questions like that, there's nothing wrong with asking silly questions, but there's no such thing as a wrong question.
That is correct. Ask away.
Ask away. Maybe we'll just sit here and be quiet until somebody asks a question. Let's see how long we can wait.
This is where it's going to get real awkward for everyone.
Real awkward. Well, I think we'll wrap it up there. So for week number 40, I'm Robert Stone with Jesse Garnier, bringing you the weekly side hustle for your side hustle webinar with the Dollar Tax Club. I'll let Jesse finish it off this week.
Yeah, I mean, week number 40, we're coming to an end. I'm really looking forward to the end of the year when we get Santa Claus on. I mean, I'll probably even bring my kids on for that one. That'll be fun. Yeah. And then, you know, everyone just keep working at it, keep hitting your goals, keep doing your thing. And if you ever need advice on tax services, insurance, tax strategies, anything like that, reach out.
Awesome. We'll wrap it up with the Dollar Tax Club jingle. We'll see everybody next week.